I'm digging the outfit. You're wearing.
Thanks, I wore it for you, babe.
I want to know, like, what's your process of, do you take your time to premeditate, or do you just show up on set and see where the material takes
Well,
you?
I think this is one of the confusing things about acting, is that working in something like a 22 episode, hour-long drama is a very different kind of acting as opposed to something like an independent film or any kind of film. So it requires, in essence, it requires a different approach. In some cases, we don't get the material until the night before we start shooting, which doesn't really allow a kind of premeditation on the material to think over and really pour over before you approach the material. So it requires you kind of living within, kind of right in the middle of a kind of method approach, where you're either on all the time and you're kind of living that, or you just have to turn it on when you're on set. And it depends on the material, but for me, I try to get as much time with the source material as possible, given the limitations, and I approach it and I try to live the character a bit outside of set as well. But the good thing about something like Riverdale is that we have 75 years of Archie comics, which allows us to dive into 75 years of research to pull little character quirks and things from. And now, when you're in something like a season 2, I at least have lived the character for 2 years, so you kind of know how the character is going to interact, and we know the abstract of the show well enough that we know that it can kind of poke fun at itself, or that it's tongue-in-cheek about things, and so we know how to maneuver within those scenes in a way that you can just turn on now after 2 full years of working in that. But for something like this film I'm doing, I've already memorized the scripts months and months ahead of time, because I have that luxury, and that's something that I'm able to do. But it's a different approach for everything that every kind of medium that you go into.
Thank you very much for your question.